It's 8:14 p.m. You're sitting on the edge of the couch, finally breathing after a day of performing for the world. Then the screen in your hand begins to glow. It's not a notification, it's a pulse, a name on the screen, vibrating against your palm. Your stomach does a strange, familiar somersault, not of excitement, but of a quiet, sudden intrusion. You watch the name flash. You hear the digital ringtone cutting through the silence of your room like a siren. You don't pick up. You wait. You count the seconds until the vibrating stops and the room is quiet again. Only then, when the missed call banner appears, do you feel safe enough to reach out. Your thumbs hover over the keyboard. "Hey, sorry I missed you. What's up?" You aren't sorry. You just needed a moment to put your armor back on. To the rest of the world, you're bad at the phone, or maybe you're difficult to reach. But there's a psychology to that hesitation that has nothing to do with being rude and everything to do with how you survive. A phone call is an ambush. It's a demand for your immediate, unedited self. When the phone rings, it's like someone walking into your house without knocking and standing in the middle of the kitchen, waiting for you to entertain them. You have to react in real time. There is no backspace key in a live conversation. There is no save draft for the tone of your voice or the stumble in your words. For those of us who prefer the glow of the text box, the phone represents a loss of agency. We are people who live in the margins between the lines. We prefer the text because it is a controlled environment. It's a laboratory where we can weigh our words, measure our impact, and ensure that what we say actually matches what we feel. Think about the last time you typed a sentence, deleted it, and retyped it 3 different ways. That wasn't just indecision, that was a search for safety. Psychology calls this synchronous versus asynchronous communication. A call is synchronous. It's a high wire act where you and the other person have to be perfectly in sync, or the silence becomes a wait. Those 3 seconds of dead air on a call feel like an eternity, don't they? You start wondering if they're judging your breathing or if they can hear the clutter in your mind. But a text is asynchronous. It's a bridge you build at your own pace. It allows you to process the world at the speed your brain actually moves, not the speed the world demands. Many texters are actually deeply empathetic people who are chronically overstimulated. We feel the weight of social expectations so heavily that a voice-to-voice interaction feels like a high-stakes exam we didn't study for. We aren't hiding from the person on the other end. We are hiding from the exhaustion of performing. On a call, you have to manage your social mask every single second. You have to sound happy or professional or engaged. You have to offer the yeah, the small laughs that fill the gaps. Texting lets the mask rest on the table for a while. You can be exhausted or crying or staring blankly at a wall and still send a thoughtful, kind message. It's the only way we know how to give our best selves to people without losing ourselves in the process. There is also the fear of the unexpected version of ourselves. Sometimes you don't know how you feel until you see it written down. The text box is a mirror. It gives us the chance to look at our thoughts before we hand them over to someone else. It's a boundary, a digital fence that says, I want to connect with you, but I need to keep a piece of my peace for myself. So if you're the one who watches the phone ring until it stops, if you feel a surge of relief when a calling screen turns into a message notification, know that it doesn't make you broken. It doesn't mean you're antisocial. It means you value the weight of words. It means you prefer a bridge that is built with intention over a bridge that is built in a panic. The next time the phone rings and your heart skips a beat in that uncomfortable way, don't feel guilty for letting it go to voicemail. Some of the most profound connections aren't made in the noise of a ringing phone. They are made in the quiet, deliberate spaces between the blue bubbles. You aren't avoiding them, you're just finding a way to stay whole while you talk. And that's okay. Take your time. They'll be there when you're ready to hit send.